guys. I need another cushion for my sorry I'm coming on so late. I had phone call after phone call this morning. Caitlin, Nisi, Caitlin, Nisi, Lisa. Hi guys. Faith Rots here. Sergio, Sarah. Well, I have a major update. Oh, Caitlin, what is it? Oh, Aiden, thank you, Dad. Got two updates. Faith Rot and Caitlin, tell me your updates. What am I guessing? Hello, I've been waiting. Oh, sorry, guys. I had like the world's longest phone call just then. Loz, I'll be seeing my main SP on the 23rd. I'll tell you more on Facebook Friday. Oh, Brittany Nicole, will you? Your main SP? Your main SP? What? Your main SP? Really? Holy shit. Loz, so frustrated with myself. I know I have the power, so how come I haven't brought him in? Guys, you've got to be patient. I don't know what to say to you. Some of you think this is magic or something. Like, ting, 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 I think about him and bing, he's here. It's not how it works. Stop listening to the stupid bitches that tell you that it does work like that. I got major movement. Oh my God, so much movement on this live. Okay, Caitlin, what's yours? So Spicy Gummy Bear's got movement. Caitlin's got movement. Faith Rot's got news. Brittany's got news. Hang on. I've got to catch up. Caitlin. Self-concept has been so high. Decided to text SP today. He responded and was so nice. Haven't texted in 8 months. Darling, that's wonderful. Oh, that's hooray. Oh, he was so nice. Oh, wonderful. Now, what's Faith saying? I manifested that my landlord loves us as tenants and all of last year's rent was covered and she sent me info on a program to get future rent paid as well. Thank you so much. Because you're worried about the landlord, worried about the rent. Oh my God, amazing. She loves us. Oh, good, darling. Oh, hooray. Well, I was just thinking about you jumping on and doing a live. Did I manifest that? You must have, darling. My best friend's fiance is a DJ and he has his set on the 23rd. He will be there, is okay, and he's okay with me there. Of course he's okay with you being there, darling, of course. Wonderful, darling. Wonderful. My SP is showing no interest in me whatsoever. What can I do moving forward? Guys, please stop saying they're showing no interest. They're disappearing. They're ghosting. They're this, they're that. That's your assumption. You've got to understand this, guys. What you assume will manifest. Are you assuming they're not interested in you? Are you assuming they're upset with you? Are you assuming they're not coming forward because they don't feel brave enough? Are you assuming they're hurt? Are you assuming they're angry? Are you assuming they're with a third party? What are you assuming? Stop doing that. I really mean that, guys. You've really got to think about this logically. If it's called the law of assumption and your assumptions, your predominant ones manifest, stop assuming things you don't want. It's really simple. I have so much movement. Spent 4 hours talking yesterday. I will keep pushing through. All right, wonderful. 4 hours. So much movement on this live. Oh, hang on, Spicy Gummy Bear. Hang on, whoa. Movement part 2. Where's part 1? I got major movement. Can I see part 2? Movement part 2. I manifested someone getting me sunflowers. Oh, wonderful, darling. Where's part 1? I can only see got major movement. Where's part 1? So you got sunflowers? Oh, beautiful. Do you have tips how I can manifest 5K? What do you need 5K for, Zena? Okay, the thing is, guys, when you're trying to manifest a certain amount of money, I always ask you this, what's it for? If it's for a certain thing, like a bill or a house or a loan, I want you to imagine you've got the thing that you need the money for already. I've already got the car. I've already paid the debt. I've already got the loan. What's the thing you're trying to buy with the 5K? What's the thing you need the 5K for, darling? Tell me. And then I want you to make the assumption you already have that. I love my new car. If you needed a loan of 5K, right? I love that all my bills are paid if it's about a specific bill you haven't paid, if it's a debt you have to pay off. Understand that? Forget about the money and go to the end of already having the thing or paying off the thing that the 5K is for. Understand that? Thank you guys for the prizes and gifts and shit. Thank you, Ashley, send me cookies. My SP unblocked my number. Oh, Spicy Gummy Bear, wonderful. And he got sunflowers. Love it. Oh my God. I got moment after no contact for after 2 weeks. He texted me and told me he lost his phone. Oh, he got movement after no contact for over 2 weeks. He texted me and told me he lost his phone. See, guys, some of you can give it the worst meaning. You haven't heard from them in 2 weeks and you honestly think they're ghosting you, and it is that they've lost their phone, they don't have your number. Give it that meaning and then it might be true. Absolutely. Have the worst migraine today and effortlessly visualized SP taking care of me. Oh, that's lovely. That's a lovely image to have. I've been trying to manifest my SP back for 9 months. I must be doing something wrong. Yes? No, darling. You must not be doing something wrong. Stop thinking time is a problem. Guys, sometimes you've got to think about this. What was the problem in the relationship? Did you maybe both need time to go away and sort your shit out? Did you need time to go away and sort your self-concept out? Did they need time to go away and sort out whatever was going on with their children or job or insecurities or whatever the fuck was going on? Think about time, guys. It's something that will help you. If you're going to spend forever with this person, what does 9 months matter apart? Really think about that. In that 9 months, have you built up your self-concept and become a better you so that when you do get back together, you never break up again? Think about it that way, guys, if time is really bothering you. Melissa, oh, thank you for the rose, darling. Can we manifest contact or should just affirm for the end? Both, darling. I'd affirm for the end and the contact if you're really worried about the contact. But just the contact will probably just manifest contact. How do I know I'm changing my subconscious beliefs? I think my affirmations are working, but are they? Well, you'll see it in your 3D, darling. You'll see people treating you differently. You'll feel better about yourself. Family members will get on better with you. Friends will get on better with you. Your work situation will improve. Your money situation will improve. Everything improves. That's how you know it's working. Find good meaning in everything. Yes, guys. I bought Neville, Florence, and Joseph's books. Just reading, feeling is the secret. Love it. Oh, wonderful, darling. You're right. Are your affirmation courses out yet? No, guys. I was working on them yesterday. I promise. I promise. I was sitting in Canva yesterday, frantically doing shit. Luna the Samoan. Oh, hi, darling. How do I write the old story to make it a better new story? Okay. So get rid of the old story, whatever happened. But the new story is the opposite of that or what you want to happen. Okay, the opposite would be revising it, what you wish had happened instead, or you write what you wish would happen now, what you want to happen now, what the wish fulfilled would look like. If they were back, what would it look like? What would your ideal life with them look like? What would they be saying, doing? How would they be behaving? What's the version of them in the story? That. Things with the Canadian have been so much better. It's like nothing ever happened. Oh, wonderful, Brittany. What's this, Amber? Hang on. There's all these parts. Part 1. I do not look in the 3D for confirmation of things, signs, but at 3 a.m. the other night, my SP ran off the broad on his Harley. Oh, off the road with his Harley and slid 40 yards on the pavement. I happened to wake up at 3 a.m. and responded to his text from earlier and he told me what happened. Oh, poor guy. Holy shit, is he all right? Well, you were there for him, darling. That's great. And you must have manifested waking up at that moment for that to happen, for you to be there for him. Wonderful. Loz, I've said at the beginning that when he comes, he stays. And so, if that takes time, that's okay. Exactly, guys. Think about it that way. If that takes time for them to come back and stay, not come back and leave again because you haven't got your shit sorted, well, good. Give it a bit more time. Love interest from 14 years ago reached out to tell me I'm a hot mama and unforgettable self-concept's on point. Oh, my God, Jasmine. 14 years ago. Holy shit. That's amazing, darling. That self-concept must be on point. So I would imagine us just being in a blissful, happy marriage and he loved me unconditionally. Yes, Luna the Samoyed. That's great. Wonderful. I have 8 minutes of affirmations on loop at night. Is that too many? No, that's great, darling. Do that. This time is for me to get myself absolutely straight. Yep, exactly, guys. Do use the time for that. Think of the time for that. I started visualization, living in the end. Neville, I see a big difference with doing this with affirmations. Oh, with visualizing and affirmations together. Absolutely, guys. Look, Neville wasn't an affirmer. He was a visualizer. He was a very, very strong visualizer. He says, fall asleep every night in the wish fulfilled. Fall asleep every night with a visualization of having the thing you want. Every night. Do that, guys. That's why I say fall asleep as if their arms are around you. Fall asleep as if they're there. Don't fall asleep as if they're not there. They're there every night with you. Every night. I'm trying to manifest perfect health and weight loss. What are some good affirmations? Weight is falling off me. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I get healthier by the day. I'm at my ideal weight. All those things, darling. Hang on, guys. I missed a few. I'm scrolling up. My friend struggles to get her parents to accept her having a boyfriend. What can she affirm? My parents accept my boyfriend so easily. They love him. They love how happy he makes me. They just want me to be happy. They let me do what I want. Those things, darling. I was doing my no one will ever leave me, I'm too important to lose, and realised you must be live. Oh, wonderful, darling. I've really worked on my self-concept at a point, not satisfied with how my SP is showing up. Okay, well, if you're not satisfied with how they're showing up, change the story about them. Should I keep persisting until he is my version of my self-concept feels it deserves? Yes, darling. Keep persisting. If your self-concept's so on point but they're not changing, it's because you're not changing the story about them enough. Got to see the new version of them, and every time they turn up as the old version, don't get triggered and just affirm that they are the new version. No, he loves me now. He's constantly throwing his arms around me. He's so affectionate. He's constantly telling me how he loves me. He spends so much time with me. Whatever the opposite of what the shit is he's doing now, affirm that and think that and imagine only that and don't be triggered. I've missed you. Oh, Penny. Would it be bad to just send them a song? Don't want response, just a positive song? No, darling. Why are you doing that? You don't want a response. I don't believe you. I call a bullshit on that. You just want to send a positive song for you for no reason whatsoever, and you don't care if they never respond, and you're not going to trigger when they don't respond. You're not going to react when they don't respond. I call bullshit on that entire thing. What are you sending them a song for? Why? What are you trying to do? What's the purpose? What's the MO? Don't believe you. Bullshit. What's the point? You don't want any response at all. Go ahead then. But the very fact that you're asking me the question makes me think you're afraid to do it, and that's why you're asking me my opinion. Why are you doing it, darling? I don't believe for a second that you don't want a response for them. Don't believe it for a second. I'm just doing it to be nice. I'm just doing this. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when you send the song and you get fuck all response. Or you get a fuck off and die, I told you to piss off, and you get ghosted and blocked at that moment. How are you going to react to that? Ask yourself that. Manifest apartment, good affirmations. I love my new apartment. My apartment was so easy for me to get. I love living in my new apartment. Imagine your furniture in the apartment that you already know, if you know the apartment. Try EFT tapping, intuition coach on TikTok is good. Yes, intuition coach, that's what she's called. Loz, what is the last thing you manifested? I love hearing your personal successes. What is the last thing I manifested? I think my neighbour being okay, like coming up and being nice to me was one of them. What's another one? When she complained about the noise. That's another thing I've manifested recently. I'm trying to think. If I think of it. How to manifest anger issues away. It's hard for me not to react to negativity. Anger issues away. Your anger issues are other people's. So you're saying other people in your reality have anger issues and then you react badly to negativity. Darling, you've got an assumption that there are people with anger issues in your reality, like a parent or an SP or whatever. They're so angry all the time. They're always so negative. When I see them, they're so negative and they trigger me. If you don't change that belief about everyone else is angry or certain people are angry and they have issues and they are negative, nothing will change. Because you're holding the story that I get triggered, you're holding the story that they've got issues, and nothing will change. Say the complete opposite about each of those people that trigger you and say, I never get triggered by anyone's negativity anymore because no one's negative in my reality. Everyone's so pleasant in my reality. Everyone's so positive. No one has issues in my reality. They're so lovely to me. They're so lovely to be around. Say those things, darling. You're holding that story and therefore it will stay that way. I have been using a Neville meditation. It has helped me create and live in the end. I've gotten so much movement since I started using it. Oh, what is it? What channel is that on, darling? Is it the one where he just says, imagine the thing and then... I know there's a recording of him in one of the lectures just describing how to do a meditation, or like how to visualize. Is that what it is, darling? Tell me what it is. Loz, how do you manifest neighbours being nice when there's a very bad old story? So I imagine that my neighbours downstairs, even though she was angry at me, thought I made too much noise, that when I saw her again, she'd be very pleasant to me and we'd sort it out. Okay, so if you've got a situation with neighbours, it's the worst thing in the world to imagine that they don't like you, that you don't get along because you're living next to them. Okay, it'll make you feel tense, and if you're like me and you don't like conflict, you'll feel tense all the time about it. So I want you to imagine you get along now, everything's forgiven and forgotten, you get along so well as neighbours, they're so neighbourly, they're so nice to you, they say nice things to you, they're so quiet, they're so amiable, they're so pleasant, you get along so well. Say those things. I think my SP will ask me for a late night meet just like last week. It's helping us reconnect. Oh, darling, love it. Can you manifest your back pain away? I have no pain. My body is pain-free. My cells are renewing themselves daily. My body knows just what to do to make me feel better. All those things, darling. What's the best way to visualize? Well, look, you can lie back in a position that's like meditation and let your monkey mind turn off, okay, either by meditating or thinking of your breath or whatever, and then visualize. You do it while you're falling asleep is a very good time because your monkey mind is already switching off, and as you wake up, it's in a drowsy state. Neville calls this the state akin to sleep. That's the best time to visualize. The best way to do it is imagine the scene of the wish fulfilled of what it is you want. If it was you had the thing already, you had the person already. What would imply it were true? Been listening to Dr. Wayne Dyer. He's very calming and spiritual, talks about living in the end. Yes, because every single thing Wayne Dyer says is Neville. Every single thing. Wayne Dyer is very Neville. He just didn't acknowledge him until he started that book, The Wish Fulfilled. Everything he said before that was Neville, and then he kind of admitted, oh, it's all about Neville. Same with Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike and Wayne Dyer are pure Neville. Wayne Dyer admits it. Reverend Ike doesn't. They word for word say Neville. There's a very good book called The Wish Fulfilled. Well, I don't like the book, but there's a good special called The Wish Fulfilled, which is, he talks about Neville the whole way through, Wayne Dyer. But he's great. Wayne Dyer's great. Well, was, until he dropped it. Yes, Dan is my SP now. What's this? Dan is your SP now? What are you talking about? I listened to a reading I had a year ago last night. It was a psychic medium. She asked if I had met Dan. Yet Dan is my SP now. Oh, she asked if you'd met Dan yet, and Dan is your SP now. Oh, really? She said a year ago, a medium said if I had met Dan yet. Oh, really? And that's his name? That's crazy. Do you have a YouTube channel? Not yet, darling. It will be called Subconscious Laws. It's just on private at the moment. It's coming, I promise. Kind of want my SP to lose a couple of pounds. Is that bad? Look, don't tell it to their face. Just imagine them thinner. Imagine them healthy. Imagine them fit and buff. Imagine them that way. I've done the opposite of this before when someone was skinny. I just imagine them buff. Imagine them buff. Imagine them buff. And then they became mega buff. Okay? Manifesting dream job. Just imagine you've got your dream job, darling. I love my dream job. Everyone's so jealous of my dream job. I've got the dream career. Is it someone named Brian Scott? Are you talking about Brian Scott on YouTube? I haven't really listened to him much, but people keep mentioning him. He does talk a lot about Neville. He does meditations of Neville. Oh, yeah. Is that what you're talking about? So it's a Brian Scott meditation. Okay, I'm going to type in Brian Scott meditation Neville. That might be, yeah, the one. He's probably taking part of that lecture that I know of. I'm trying to think which lecture it is. I responded in 3D to SP in text, and I said, he loves my craziness, and he texted back, he wanted to see... I responded in 3D to see... Where's the rest of it? I can't see it. And he wanted to see you? Where's the rest of it, Jessica? You should make a podcast. I'm going to, guys. I promise. Oh, I love Brian Scott at the Reality Revolution. Oh, is that what it's called? The Reality Revolution. I know my SP is coming back, but when? Well, don't do sad face and ask, but when, darling. You decide, but when. He wanted to see me and we had a good time. Oh, Jessica, wonderful. Hooray. So you just decided that he loved you when you're crazy and he texted back. Wonderful, darling. Wonderful. Hi, Loz. My biggest trigger is being ignored, and I'm pretty sure I have abandonment issues. Well, then just say, no one ever ignores me. When I walk in a room, everyone takes notice of me. When I talk, people listen. People love being around me. I'm their favourite person. I never get ignored. No one would dare ignore me. Start saying those things. But when you responded, my phone started going in and out of service. Oh, when you responded, me? To your question? Where's your question? I can't remember what it was. What self-concept affirmations should I affirm? I just said it, just then. Struggling with the 3D and wish fulfilled. Do I just keep affirming? Yes, please. Stop saying you're struggling too. I'm in such a funk. How long does it take to shift your energy? A good month of affirming? Darling, I don't talk about energy. I don't know which fuckwit you've been listening to. This isn't about energy, okay? This is about changing your thinking. Have you changed your thinking or you're just sitting there trying to shift your energy? Shifting your energy won't do shit. You've got to change your old thinking. Okay? And then you might feel an energy shift, but you ain't going to be able to shift your energy. I don't know what you've been listening to. Stop listening to those fuckwits. I also don't tell you how long it's going to take because I'm not in your subconscious mind. If you've been listening to some fuckwit who tells you you can shift your energy in 17 seconds, you can manifest in an hour, you can manifest in a week, please press not interested because they are a moron. No one can tell you how long it takes. No one can tell you when your shift of energy will occur. They are a fuckwit and they're bullshitting you, and no one can know because they're not in your subconscious mind. Only you know that. But if you spend your entire time trying to shift your energy and sitting in a funk and imagining you're in a funk, and trying to shift energy, fuck all will happen, darling. Are you changing your thoughts? Are you affirming the opposite of what it is you're currently thinking, which is shitty thoughts that are causing you to be in a funk? I bet you're fucking not. You're just trying to shift your energy, and that's why it's failing dismally, and then you feel like you're in a funk. Please go and watch all the lives in my Facebook group. I don't know who you've been listening to, but they are a complete fuckwit. When you responded to my comment, my phone lagged. No, it didn't, darling. I said, I am never ignored. I am too important to lose. When I walk in a room, everyone takes notice of me. No one would dare ignore me. He wanted to see me. We had a good time. I love that, Jessica. Self-concept keeps getting better. SP is becoming who I want little by little. Wonderful. Here, kitty, kitty. Wonderful. I decide when. How do I do that? You decide to stop saying you're in a funk. You decide everything happens for you now. You decide to start thinking new thoughts that are the positive ones instead of the shit you're currently thinking that's causing you to be in a funk. And you stop looking at the 3D, imagining, why is it taking so long? When is this coming? Should this take a month? How long is this going to take? Stop looking at the fucking 3D and get in your mind, darling. You're lost as hell. You need to go to my Facebook group and figure out that what this is all about is changing your state. What state are you in? Currently, you're in the state of, I'm in a funk. When's this going to happen? And you're looking at the 3D, trying to figure out how long it's going to take. You're trying to shift an energy in your body, a physical energy, which is not going to do anything for you. You've got to change your thinking. Sit down for 20 minutes and write down every fucking thought you have. And I bet you any money, you'll figure out exactly why you're in a funk because you'll look at the list of shit you've been thinking for 20 minutes and you'll realise you've been thinking some shitty fucking thoughts. And then I want you to write the complete opposite of every single one of those thoughts and turn them into affirmations because whatever you've been doing ain't helping you. Shifting your energy won't do shit. Please stop listening to anyone who tells you to shift your energy. How do I shift my energy, you dumb bitch? Oh, we'll just shift to a different state. Yes, but how do I shift to a different state? Oh, we'll just shift there. What? Vibrate at the right vibration of that energy field. What are you talking about? Speak fucking English. You mean you want me to change my thoughts so my thoughts change and therefore energetically I feel better? Oh, is that what you mean? Speak fucking English, bitch. Stop listening to anyone who talks about vibration or energy or any of those fucking terms because they are literally retarded in the way they talk about manifesting and they don't understand. It's simply your thinking because before you do anything in your body or your mind, anything happens in your reality, you have to think it first. Change your thinking, darling. Stop worrying about energy and time, please. Haha, thank you. Okay, you listening? Stop watching whoever you've been watching. They are a fuckwit. I don't care if it's Joe fucking Dispenza. He's also a fuckwit. He talks about energy and vibration. Joe, speak English so the rest of us can understand what the fuck you're banging on about so we don't have to read your next book to figure it out. Oh, and in the next book, you still talk gobbledygook. Speak English. Sorry, guys. But energy and fucking vibration. Hey. Loads of fucking love you, so funny. Sorry, guys. I lose my shit when people talk about energy. Everything's energy. My water bottle's energy. My phone's energy. Everything's energy, otherwise the whole world would be dead. Atoms vibrate, otherwise the world wouldn't exist. What are they talking about? Sorry, guys, losing my shit. I still check 3D sometimes, but I'm definitely seeing forward movement with SP. It's exciting. Good, guys. Look, if you've checked the 3D, it's an old habit. Don't worry about it, okay? But just don't do it all the time. When things are improving, you're doing it right. I notice self-concept affirmations help now. I feel better about myself, but not how people act. Is this 3D lagging or changing affirmations? Don't change your affirmations. If people aren't changing in reality, it's just the 3D reality catching up, darling. Don't go throwing the baby out with the bathwater, guys, and change your affirmations just because the 3D isn't confirming your affirmations. Fuck no. Please don't do that, guys. So many people do that. I've changed it up. Why? It was working. You're feeling better. Things are changing. Oh, well, no one's reacting to my new affirmations. Well, maybe you're not doing them enough. Maybe you're looking at the 3D too much for validation and expecting people to change. Maybe you're doing this for changes in the 3D rather than changes in you. Maybe you're looking too much at the 3D. Maybe it's lagging. Maybe it's old. Maybe it's your old thoughts playing out. Stop looking at the 3D. How do I ignore the 3D? What should I do during the day to distract myself? I don't want you to ignore it, guys. I want you to accept it. Oh, well, look at this. If you can't do that, then try and ignore it and distract yourself. But a lot of the time when you try and distract yourself from something, it draws attention to it. Accept it. SP reached out today and I messed it up. How do I fix it? Give him an ultimatum. Gave him ultimatum. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, if you gave him an ultimatum, okay, don't assume you've messed it up. He loves it when I'm all bossy. He loves it when I'm in my masculine energy. He thinks I'm a bad bitch. He loves it when I'm like that. Just give it that meaning, darling. But you're assuming you've messed it up, therefore you'll mess it up. You're assuming that giving him an ultimatum is a bad thing, so you're assuming that it's going to have a negative effect. Okay, stop thinking that. Say what I just said. Or revise it. I believe I will get front row at my concert in October. Oh, wonderful, darling. Do that. Hi, Queen. Oh, Brody's here. I'll cry and whine, but I know everything I want is mine. Good, darling. Do I need to believe things fully for it to manifest? Fuck no. I could hear Loz ranting through my earphones before I even put the earphones on. Oh, no. So all you got to do is think wonderful thoughts and you're going to have a great life. Well, yeah, but you've also got to think wonderful thoughts. Well, yeah, about everything and everyone. Think lovingly for everyone and everything, as Neville says. I guess that's pretty simple. But yeah, sure. Say that. Vibes are relevant for other things, not manifesting. Yes, maybe it's relevant for, I don't know, a vibrator. Loz, do you believe we can manifest telekinesis abilities? What's telekinesis again? Do you mean like telepathy? What's telekinesis? Tell me exactly what it is. I know what this word is, but I'm just trying to think what it is. I've had a brain fart for a second. What is it? Is it like telepathy? Like I can make people do something physically with my mind? Is that what you're talking about? I've had a brain fart there. What's that mean? It's very rare. I'm stuck on a word. What is the best way to manifest healing for myself? I'm fully healed. My body is renewing itself daily. My cells know how to renew themselves. I've never been so healthy. I envision him contacting me, but it's not happening. Don't worry about it, darling. Don't give a bad meaning. Okay? Imagine that he is contacting you constantly and it will happen. Don't give a bad meaning that he's not. Oh, telekinesis is moving objects with your mind. I knew it was something about doing something with your mind physically. Okay, so Neville's moved himself in his mind from one place to another. So I can't see why you can't move an object. Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you do that? If you believe you can do that, you'll be able to do it. Like, if Uri Geller believes he can bend spoons, well, the belief means he can bend a spoon. So if you have that belief, absolutely. I meant to text my friend and text my SP instead. He thinks I did it on purpose, so embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Darling, don't be embarrassed. Give a good meaning that he's thrilled that you've texted him and he just was teasing you because he wanted to keep the conversation going. If he didn't want to keep the conversation going, he would have just not even texted back. Give it all good meaning. Like Magento from X-Men. I have not seen it. Moving objects in your mind. Well, it must be true, guys, because people can do it. Have you ever done that thing where you lift people up with your finger? We used to do that in drama school, and we'd all have this belief we could lift someone up with our finger and then we'd lift them up. We'd all put a finger underneath the person. It would work. I don't know why it would work, but it worked every time. Or we'd do this thing where we'll stand in a circle and all clap at the same time. We'd always all clap at the same time. We'd stand there for ages with our hands like this and then... unless people let it and then it didn't work, but... when I woke up this morning, I felt like I was in his apartment, but then realised I'm in my own. Oh, that's lovely, Jim. Use that. Is this living from the end? Absolutely. From the end, absolutely. Yes, that's me, 93. What are we talking about? What does it mean if we're in contact often, but he doesn't ask to hang out, take on plans? Darling, you're probably thinking, oh, all he wants to do is text me. He doesn't want to see me. Why doesn't he want to see me? You're having those thoughts. Start saying, we spend so much time together. He's dying to see me. He needs to hear my voice. He needs to wrap his arms around me. He needs to be in my presence. Say those things, darling. I'm still new here. Love your content. Oh, thank you. Do you do one-to-one sessions or anything? No, darling, I used to, but I don't do them anymore. I stopped them about July, okay, because I want to start getting these courses out. There's going to be a self-concept course. First of all, there'll be a Manifesting for Morons, okay, but they'll be free. They'll be on YouTube with a workbook on my website, okay? I've already started working on the self-concept course and the How to Manifest Your Ex-Back course, and both of those will go hand in hand with each other. It's probably best you get both together, okay? But the Manifest Your Ex-Back course will be free. SP's mum called to tell me she missed me, repeated affirmations, and asked me to go to a bridal shower with her. Oh, lovely, Tundra, that's lovely. Oh, it's working, darling. That's wonderful. Bonus points, asked my person for $20 and he sent $50. Oh, wonderful. Manifesting for Morons, love it. Yeah, someone's already copied it, but anyway, I shouldn't have fucking mentioned it. Another coach told me to only focus on me and self-concept and not to affirm for SP at all. Well, you can do that, guys. You can just focus on you and self-concept. Absolutely. But when your SP comes back, if you've not changed the story about them enough and they trigger you, look, the triggers are to do with your self-concept. If you change your self-concept completely, the triggers won't trigger you. But sometimes you haven't changed your thoughts about them enough and they'll still trigger you. But really, the triggers are to do with self-concept. Look, you can't go wrong with just changing your self-concept. You can't go wrong with just changing your thoughts about you being lovable, wanted, enough, never abandoned, never ignored, all those things. However, sometimes you've really got to change the story about them when they come back, so the old story doesn't trigger you. But look, you can just do pure self-concept. Absolutely. Any affirmations that have worked well for getting legal issues to go your way, just imagine it's worked out in your favour, darling. Imagine having a party celebrating. Imagine ringing a friend, telling them that it's all worked out in your favour. Have the affirmation that everything goes in my favour. Everything works out for me. Everything always works out for me. This was found in my favour, whatever it is. Filed my divorce papers today after a year of separation, one step closer to my new SP. Oh, wonderful, darling. Hooray. All right, guys, I've got to go soon because I've got so much shit to do. I've got to get these courses done. I've got to make a gazillion phone calls. I think every 90s kid tried to move things with their mind after watching Matilda. Oh, okay, Matilda. I only read Matilda. Have I seen the movie? I don't think I've seen the movie. Thank you. My BFF and I call every day. Today we decided to tell each other about our revised day every day. Oh, wonderful, Regan. I love that. I added something to my H&M cart, but then I got a call, so I forgot about it. This never happens. Oh! I'm so excited for the courses. Yes, guys, I've got to get off the live so I can finish them. All right, guys, I will see you soon. I'll be live later. Please do follow me if you don't follow me already. Put the live, the notifications on for all the lives, and also follow me in the Facebook group, and I'll give you a warning before I go live. And I'm also going to add some lives today in there too. Okay, some old ones. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Love you. Bye. See ya.